Do you struggle with just right OCD? We're going to talk all about how to handle that. Stay tuned. That's what's up next. Hi, my name is Natasha Daniels. I'm a child therapist and I help kids like you who have anxiety or OCD. Today I want to talk to you about just right OCD. Now, OCD is OCD, but there are a lot of different types of themes, and you might have quite a few themes. And I like to break down how you handle certain themes so that I'm speaking directly to your type of OCD and the way that OCD is bothering you. So I did have a listener ask me to do just right OCD, and I hadn't done it before. So I wanted to make a quick video for you on how do you conquer, or at least cope, with just right OCD. So for starters, I just want to briefly explain what just right OCD is. And it is a big umbrella of different issues, so it's going to look different for each of you who have just right OCD. But in a nutshell, in a very simplistic nutshell, just right OCD is when you do things over and over again until it feels just right. Now, unfortunately, you know OCD is like quicksand, so the more you try to make OCD happy, the less happy OCD is, and the more it makes you miserable. It's this very vicious cycle. So with just right OCD, it makes you feel like, nope, that's not right, do it again. Nope, that's not right, do it again. Nope, that's not right, do it again. And then eventually you feel some relief, but it happens over and over. This can impact pretty much anything. And sometimes it has to do with numbers, and sometimes it doesn't. So sometimes you have to do things a certain number of times, and OCD loves to pick its favorite numbers, or you just have to keep doing it and doing it, doing it until it feels just right. So this can be how you're writing, it could be in your hygiene, it could be in where you're touching things and putting things, it could literally be almost anything. So the simple way to be just right is to play a game called Bully OCD Back and do things that are not just right. Now that sounds simple, but if you have just right OCD, that's easier said than done. And so you want to do things until they don't feel right. And you might have to work up to that, or you might delay. I always talk about delaying and ignoring. Those are the two most powerful ways to crush your OCD, is to delay, this doesn't feel right, whatever it is, and can I leave it for a while? Can I leave it for 30 seconds? Can I leave it for a minute? Can I walk away feeling just not right? And how long can I let that feeling last? And the longer I can let it last, the bigger I'm building my OCD muscle against my bully. So you want to start to elongate that, start to grow it bigger. People think it is either I do a compulsion, which is what OCD wants, or I don't do it. And that's not the case. There's a lot of wiggle room in between. So even if you say, you know what, OCD, I'm going to make you wait. I know you want me to fix it because it's not just right, but I'm going to make you wait. That's beautiful. Even if you go back 30 seconds later, and maybe the day before you couldn't do that at all, that's progress. You want to celebrate that because maybe the next day I can go 35 seconds. Maybe the next day I can go a minute. And maybe the next day I can sit with things that just don't feel right for the entire day. So you want to take it one step at a time, but you want to make sure that you are starting to challenge your OCD, because when we don't challenge our OCD, when we just accept it as part of our life, like, hey, I'm just going to have this thing bullying me nonstop, and we don't ever even recognize that it's OCD, it's such a habit that we don't even call it out and say, this is an OCD thing I'm doing right now, and we don't even make it wait. We're just like, yes, OCD, what do you want me to do? Oh, you want me to do it right now? Okay, I'll do it right now. Oh, it's not right for you? Okay, let me fix it. Oh, it's not right for you again? Let me fix it again. We're not the servant to OCD, right? We want to get our power back. And the way we get our power back is we say, I can sit with this discomfort. And the more I build my muscle to tolerate this discomfort, the more I can sit with things that are not just right. And I can create environments where things are not just right on purpose. That's an even higher level. Then I'm going to be able to tolerate anything OCD wants to throw at me because I can handle things that are not just right. So after you learn how to delay it and after you learn how to ignore it, the ultimate goal in the way that I teach it in therapy and in my OCD online class is I talk about levels like a video game. So level 4 is poking back at your OCD. So level 4, which is a high level, would be not only am I going to ignore when you tell me to make things just right, but I'm going to purposely make things not right to bother you because I want to be just as much of a pest to you as you are to me. And when I do that, guess what happens to OCD? OCD's like, you know what? Leave me alone. And you're like, yeah, that's how I feel. And then OCD starts to get quieter. And that's what we want to do. We want to quiet it down so it's this annoying little gnat and not this huge monster that's constantly bullying us and constantly in our face. So I hope that helps a little bit. I know a lot of what I talk about is easier said than done, but I just want to give you the ideas of how to fight back. And over time, one small victory at a time, you will make progress. Well, I hope that you find the sparkle in everything you do. And I'll talk to you again next Thursday. Take care.